Ecthegern has been slain, and Zachariah Ecthegernson now ascends the throne at the tender young age of 24. At least he's healthy. Even younger than Constantine I at the start of the series, as I recall. His work, safe to say, has been cut out for him, to say the very least. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Crusader Kings III in our Empire of Albion series. So, just to start off with a bit of good news, this is not as disastrous of a split as I thought it would be. It's really not, because there were two kingdoms that got split up, and fortunately, because we did not get them all, we do have a claim now on our brother King Edric. Now, Edric is younger. We can't declare war right now because our armies are raised, but we have a claim on the Kingdom of Ireland, specifically visible here. We also seem to have a claim on the Earldom of Ossory, which is interesting. So that's sort of subservient to the Kingdom of Ireland. So we can just declare war on our brother and get the kingdom back together that way relatively quickly. So with any luck, the decisions I make over the next couple of episodes might prove a little bit more efficient in getting everything back together than things were with Ecthegern when Ecthegern ascended the throne. So fingers crossed that that is the case. Let's get to know Zachariah a little bit now that we have a new king on the throne. He is, first of all, bisexual. Goes both ways. Generous. Ambitious. Lustful. A charismatic negotiator and a valued intrigue courtier. So he has +10 natural dread that will help him gain control of things a little bit faster. He has an additional 2 points of intrigue, so he'll be tough to play tricks on. A little bit tougher. Not only because of his core intrigue skill, but because of this particular trait. The enemy hostile scheme success chance has been reduced by 10%, and then he will gain additional intrigue lifestyle experience, in addition to the diplomacy lifestyle experience bonus that he gets by being a charismatic negotiator. So, that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead. I think we selected, yeah, we did. We selected stewardship for him when he ascended the throne. That was, I mean, it's fine. We went for the wealth bonus so that we can make sure we have as much money coming in as possible. But we've got a number of things to take care of, and I want to do it before we even unpause here, because these transitions to the throne are often a little bit dicey. So we can cast a vote for who we would like to be the next King of Scotland, and I'm going to vote for Edric. We're probably going to go to war with him, but he is my brother. He's a good character. He's zealous. He's ambitious. He's chaste. Adequate bargainer. Comely, so pleasant to look at. And a valued intrigue courtier as well. So that's a useful character to have on the throne. He's not going to be on the throne, but if I'm going to vote for anyone, I'm going to vote for my brother. I'm just doing it as kind of a nicety, though, because we're going to say, listen, man, we don't want to hurt you, but we're going to need that back. I know you inherited it fair and square because of the law, but we're going to need that back because our entire house has been destined to rule over a Scottish empire, known as the Empire of Albion, of course, since the beginning of this YouTube series. What's a YouTube series, you ask, brother? I have no idea, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. So, you can call your house member King Edric to war. We're not going to do that just yet. Looks like we have a rebellion that is honestly, like, this was a war that was happening before the transition, and we have it mostly in hand. So, one thing that's kind of funny about this, now that I'm the king, I can raise the full forces. All right, this raid is happening. Let's go ahead and let that continue. Oh, wait, hold on. There's still more to do, though. We can raise the full forces of the kingdom in order to finish off this war, which should be pretty quick. We are in line to inherit titles. Yeah, we're first for the Earldom of Ossory and the Kingdom of Ireland. You know, so, I mean, if we were a little bit more dastardly of a character, which we're not, we could, you know, plot to murder our brother. We're not going to do that, but we could. We can station a men-at-arms. Really? Unstationed. Oh, regiment's being raised. Never mind. Oh, yeah, that's right. We just raised them. The main thing is that we have too many held duchies. Let's go ahead and resolve this, shall we? Albany, Northumbria, and Moray. I think Northumbria is the one I probably need to give away. So we have a righteous zealot. Earl of Vane is 16. You control both of those. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, I guess I'll give that to you then. I don't like the idea. Supposedly, oh, interesting. He's an Asatru character. We're going to have to demand conversion from him. But first thing I'm going to do is we will grant him the title. We will. You are now the petty king of Northumbria. So his opinion has just improved dramatically. Now, if we demand conversion, there's really not a good chance that he's going to accept that until we improve his opinion more, but we should be able to get him to convert to Catholicism. We still have a crazy pope in the Vatican, by the way, so we're going to have to deal with that. Well, I don't know how exactly we're going to deal with it, but it's just going to be a nuisance as time goes on. Anything else I can do while we're paused? Prize ring has low durability. Does it now? Let's reforge that because we need to wear it. And also, while we're thinking about it, let's go ahead and take a look at the items that we have available. First of all, we can wear a crown. I'm going to go for the one that gives higher independent ruler opinion. King Constantine's crown. And it doesn't look like I have anything for any other slots. Let's sort by rarity and see. Ooh, healing water. Ooh, a stress gain reduction. This could actually be pretty useful. I'm going to replace the Masterwork Trinket, the Wolf Fangs, with the healing water. So we're giving up a little bit of a prestige boost, a stress gain, bonus, and a knight effectiveness bonus for something that is a much better stress gain protection. So we're going to do that. Just to make sure that the young king begins his reign in a healthy way. We have several potential alliance negotiations. Do we have a hook we can use on her? No, we can't. So we have several characters that look like they aren't quite able at the moment. Oh, we're at war right now, so that's the problem. Once we're not at war, we should have an easier time arranging those alliances. So it's possible later on, once you're really an established monarch who has a lot of respect, you can, of course, establish those alliances even during a war if you're looking for some help. But for now, I think we should be good to go. Yeah. Disable building in the Earldom of Lothian. Why is that? We'll re-enable next month. Okay. Let's go to speed 3. Looks like this army's wandering around here, and he's going to try to attack my armies as they freshly raise. Oh, that's kind of annoying. Shadow of Fame, Twilight. Oh, this is familiar. There are whispers about the tales and deeds of my father, disgraced King Ecthegirn, everywhere I go. Near or far, it seems there is nobody who has not heard his name. I wonder, will I always stay in the shadow of my father, or will I be able to achieve as much fame in my life as him? Remember, Donald had this. And then Donald died. How high will I be able to climb? So this is the beginning of this. We have a monthly prestige kind of boost that helps us climb quickly, but also stress gain. So that is going to offset what I just got from that artifact, excuse me. It's kind of unfortunate. Looks like this force is of high quality and the numbers are improving. Okay. This fight should actually go pretty well. Yeah. So this might end this war pretty decisively. Notable guest has arrived. Geralt would make an accomplished commander. That's handy. Also, looks like we have something going on here. Or do we? Maybe that was just his arrival. Oh, also, one thing we haven't done in a while. Let's look at this. Who are our current knights? We're going to forbid the marshal from fighting. We're going to forbid the current player heir from fighting. We're gonna force Duke Leofhelm to fight. I don't need to explain why I'm doing that. We're gonna make him go fight. Duke Kindwolf is vassal and friend. Yeah, he helped vote for us. We kind of forced his hand, but we could forbid him from fighting just to make sure we maintain a friendship. That'll be good for stress. Chancellor is forbidden from fighting. Steward is forbidden from fighting. Constantine is allowed to fight. Barshaz is forbidden from fighting. Yeah, so we could definitely get rid of some of the more problematic vassals by forcing them to fight. Definitely happened earlier in the series. which was fun. All right, so we can negotiate an alliance with King Edric, but we're not going to do that because we're going to be... Unfortunately, we are going to be going to war with him. This battle should be over pretty quickly. And that's that. Okay, so let's enforce these demands. Oh, Selblaith was actually the one who was imprisoned here. That's interesting. So, I can't ransom her for money. Can I revoke her title, though? I can take Moray or Athol. I think I'll just take Athol from her. She's a known criminal. She revolted. We're going to gain stress. Just so. Okay. We're still at our domain limit. Gained a rival. Duke Leofilm hated you ever since you became the head of House Aelpin. This was a consequence of a feud between House Aelpin and House Salisbury. So, you know, let's take a look at this for a second. If we look at the feud system, hostile schemes against the target house will be slightly more likely to succeed. Yeah, where have we seen that recently? God, if you haven't watched the end of the last episode, you're in for one hell of a ride. Let's just say that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and disband my armies here. It will take them a while to return home. It's going to take a good while to return home, but it's worth it. Now, does that affect my ability to... No, it does not. Because I'm still at war. Let's go ahead and hold court and see if we can establish ourselves a little bit. Here, petitioners. Gesture for the first in line to approach. A peasant steps forward carrying a petition. My liege, I come to you as a representative of the Picts from the borough of Criff. The peasant briefly pauses his rehearsed speech. Our plea to see an important monument of our culture restored was ignored by the Reeve. He is actively hindering us from rebuilding. My liege, allow me to explain, Sigbert interjects in a panic. This monument makes a mockery of our culture. It depicts Anglo-Saxons as monsters. Surely you can see why I would oppose the restoration of such a hateful monument. So, we've always been pretty multicultural, but this also is going to cost me 95 gold at the start of my reign. We're going to refuse the request. It's going to displease the peasants for 5 years. It's a pretty significant danger increase in popular opinion penalty, but I can't afford that much right now. I just can't. I recognize the next set of petitioners immediately. They are Mormare Oltar of Sutherland and Conrad, a pair that are well known for their intense rivalry. Worryingly, they're not arguing with each other. My lord, begins Oltar of Sutherland, we have to tell you that many in your realm are intensely dissatisfied with the current tax regime. They find it to be unjustifiably extortionate. Oltar and Conrad acting as one on this only indicates that their problem is serious. Nice. 81% chance of convincing them to drop the matter. They would gain 20% opinion of me, and I would gain diplomacy experience. If we fail, there's an 18% chance they would lose opinion, and we would gain an unworthy ruler bonus, which would lower general opinion and lower control growth for a while. Yeah, let's go ahead and try the diplomacy challenge. Nice. There we go. That worked out. My lord, I represent the Pictish people of the Earldom of Angus. A lot of events with the Picts this particular court session. States my knight, guest. We are devoted and faithful subjects, but our land is poor, underdeveloped, and scarcely populated. Please allow us to recolonize it and to administrate it according to our traditions. Under your benevolent protection, our land can still prosper, and you can still gain a new faithful vassal. So this would give him the Earldom of Angus, and feudal contract negotiations will be blocked. We won't be able to revoke it until his death. You can say, I know it's best. All right, so because we're generous, both of these would be pretty stressful. So we've got, unfortunately, two really stressful decisions that have just popped for the brand new king. That's kind of rude, CK3. I'm not going to lie, that's kind of rude. I know what's best for the Earldom of Angus. Yeah, we're going to go with that. My business here is done. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, because now he's already more stressed than he should be right at the start of things. Let's take a look at our current... Do we have a seneschal right now? We do. We have a wet nurse, caravan master, and a court physician. We don't have an antiquarian. which we could really benefit from having an antiquarian. Looks like Swain would be good. Let's go ahead and appoint him, just to help maintain the artifacts. It'll be greatly to my benefit as the series progresses to make sure these positions are all filled, but our income is still not great, especially since the kingdom is currently split. Well, it's not technically split, it's just the kingdoms went their separate ways. Kingdom of Scotland and the Kingdom of Ireland. But, speaking of that, let's let a few months pass so that the armies can kind of replenish themselves, and then we're going to declare here. So we have some claims. We can just straight up claim the Kingdom of Ireland, and it's not gonna be a difficult war. And that'll give us control over his troops again. We probably won't even have to call allies for it. Oh, we can station a men-at-arms regiment now. Let's do this. Wait, which particular troops? Pikemen? Yep, in Aberdeen. And then we can station you here. All right, perfect. We can appoint accolade successors, the Knights of Edinburgh. Interesting. Bjorthelm is going to be the successor there. We have low control in a couple of counties. Let's see where specifically. Athol and Angus, which is not hugely surprising. Let's take a look at this. It's to be expected at the moment. If we try and increase control here, that should be helpful. We're currently increasing development in county. Where exactly? In Lothian? You know what? I'd rather just have you collect taxes. That's going to be the most helpful thing. And we're going to have you continue to fabricate claims, because we really need to make sure... Hang on, where are you exactly? Nottinghamshire? Yeah, if we can get that entire county... Hang on, let's take a close look at this. What we're trying to get is the entire Duchy of Mercia. Well, to tell you the truth, we already... Oh man, I wish I had noticed that. I completely forgot about that during the last episode. I wanted Nottinghamshire, the individual... I just forgot about it between episodes. My bad. So, here's what I'm going to have to do if I really want this to go smoothly. That might be why we weren't getting the... Now that I think about it, that's probably why we weren't getting the entire duchy. Because, I mean, we actually... Do we even have it? Hold on. No, we don't have the title at the moment. But I don't know that anyone does. So maybe that wasn't the reason we weren't getting the duchy event. But anyway, let's take a look at this. So the Duchy of East Anglia would be the one that I really want to try and claim. So let's fabricate a claim there. It's going to take 3 years, and hopefully that'll go smoothly. Now, how long until these forces have kind of replenished themselves? Let's wait until maybe the beginning of the year. Neighboring ruler won war. King Alfred is won against Asbjorn Snarfari, a nobleman from Cambridge of the Northern Army Conquest in the Duchy of East Anglia. Excuse me. All right, so we've got a grand wedding and a hunt. Ooh. Yeah, let's go ahead and go... Oh man, it's going to be expensive though. Let's join the hunt. There is a little bit of danger. We have a caravan master. That's helpful. Where are we traveling mainly? Looks like through hills, primarily. So if we hire a mountaineer, that will help with the danger. If we hired mercenary guards, that'll help as well, but not as much. What if we also hired forest guide? These are just plains, right? No, hills. No, yeah, these are plains. Those are hills, these are plains. Cultural ambassador? No. Desert warrior? No. Okay, let's just go for the mountaineer. Join the hunt. Worth it. Earn some prestige. I can't wait. I don't think he is a hunter yet. He actually doesn't have that many nice benefits. We gained 25 martial lifestyle experience, in addition to the diplomacy experience that we gained earlier. So that's awesome. Visited the Hadrian's Wall. Yep, there it is. Soon. All right, we've arrived. Now, my intent is recreation. We could also say that we want to slay the beast, or we want to murder someone. Let's go for recreation, because we need to bring his stress down. We do. So we're going to let this hunt go through, and then we'll declare on Ireland. Nice. Firstborn son has just arrived. I like Isaac. Hans. Antoninus. Ooh. Antoninus is an interesting choice because it has a Latin root. And remember that Constantine, well, Constantine was his actual name, but he was known as Constantine I. So there's a link there, right, with that naming. And I like the idea of going that route. Let's go with Antoninus. I've talked myself into it. Fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and educate him. We're going to make sure that he is our ward. Wait. Hello? Huh, that's weird. Send proposal. It should have auto-populated that, but it didn't. So now the princess and the prince are under my charge. Oh, we can unpin Duke Kelt now. Nice, let's get out there. Peril is middling, prestige is going to be mediocre, but the main thing is that I'm going to have some stress reduction, hopefully. Maybe. I hope. Let's see. Reeve Inware is the first to spot its branching antlers. The cunning buck is hard to distinguish, but there's no doubt it's there, observing us through the leafy bushes. Sheriff Waltheoff takes off after the beast, crying, "Come, it's getting away!" This method is more perilous. Great. Your vessel Duke Vane created the Liberty faction against you. That's cute. Yeah, well, the sheriff got a little bit too excited, I guess. We can hardly keep up with the blasted beast as it darts and weaves through the tree line, snorting wildly, scaling a rise and disappearing into the dense thicket. The stag is gone as quickly as it appeared, with only panting dogs and sweaty horses to show for it. The damn thing is gone. The hunt fails. Yeah. So far, the hunts in this series have not gone particularly well. All right, the Spymaster has uncovered a secret. Let's leave this behind for now. We did gain some prestige. We gained the trait Hunter, and we lost 15 stress. That's not bad. All right, let's pause for a second. Is my Spymaster still uncovering secrets? Yeah, he is. That's not necessary. Tell you what, let's go ahead and disrupt schemes, because clearly that was necessary last episode. All right. Let's go down to speed 3. Are we trying to sway somebody right now? This was a scheme that he had going. I don't think we need to sway him anymore. Let's abandon that. An inspired person can be sponsored. Book inspiration. She wants to write about intrigue. She's very competent at her craft. Let's hold off on that for now. We don't have enough money to really sponsor a fancy new project, but what we can do, what we can absolutely do, because the King of Ireland doesn't have a lot of troops to his name right now, unfortunately. I'm not at war at the moment, but I don't think there are... I might be able to snag some of these alliances. Let's see. What is the reason you're at war? And also they're in other alliances. Okay. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think we can probably just take them on by ourselves, and hopefully we'll not actually hurt Edric in the process. I don't want to hurt Edric. I just want to reclaim the territory that is mine. So, for glory and honor, and for Scotland, we have declared war for Ireland. We do have 2 major armies here. I don't know if we'll actually be able to split them evenly, but we'll try. It would be nice if we could. Bad blood. You gain 200 martial lifestyle experience. At long last, I'm finally home. Thank God I can go inside again. What's this? Oh, Grand Tour. Let's not do that at the moment. It seems like a bad idea. Yes, we do have 2 full-sized armies that we can split up. That's very good news. So I'm going to give that order and have one of the armies march a little bit farther to Oriel. And we're just going to take control of everything that we can. It's going to be probably a fairly protracted war, I would guess. But for a good cause. Hopefully it won't put me into debt too badly. And whatever debt I do get into, I can hopefully claw my way out of with all of these sieges I'm about to see to. Both of the armies have siege equipment, which is good. Let's make sure they both have solid commanders. They do. 32 and 27 commander rating. Not bad at all. All right, so we're going to cross. We do not have to ford, or, well, we do have to ford, but we don't have to actually get into boats. So we don't have to pay a cost for getting in the water, which is nice. Oh, wait. Wrong territory. Now, where this could get interesting is it looks like there are some factions that have been created against me. So, Duke Leofhelm is trying to install... Who is this? Let me guess. His sister on the throne. Why his sister? Why not just him? On the English throne. Maybe that's it. Maybe he wants his sister on the English throne and he wants the Scottish throne for himself. That's probably it. Alright, so even though we have siege equipment, it's going to take these... Man, that really sucks. There's siege equipment in both of these armies. Maybe there's just not enough. We're going to try this real quick. If we unite the 2 armies, will I siege this down faster? Yes. Okay. In that case, we'll do one at a time. Part of me wants to just go straight for Dublin, but I think we can probably earn some prestige and some gold by doing it this way. How long will this siege take? 6 months. That's much better. We're looking at 19 months a second ago. I've arrived in Edinburgh to pay homage to you, glorious king, as a show of my loyalty. I hope my pledge of submission alone is evidence enough of my honor. Show the countess in at once. 75 prestige, 3 court grandeur, 75... Oh, she gains 75 prestige as well, and we get 50 renown for the dynasty. That's always nice. Oh, nice. And we get to pick a brand new penalty here. Or not penalty, but I don't know why I said penalty. A legacy here. Select a congenital trait to become more common in the dynasty. That's nice. So we have been doing a lot of fighting, but we don't necessarily have a ton of fighting left to do. So part of me wants to just like start working on law. You know, like how can we start holding things down? Look at this. Hunt and feast cost minus 30%. Yeah, mostly fair. So that's a popular opinion boost across the board for the entire dynasty. So that helps everyone. Ooh, who died? Councillor Dristan died in his sleep. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right. Ben Marmar Satak is going to take over for him. And let's go back to speed 3. We're going to try and get this done as fast as we can. Looks like there's a lot of infighting going on in Ireland, which makes me kind of want to go straight for the capital and just get this over with. There's an argument to be made for doing that, especially now that we know we can only fight with 1 army at a time. So I might do it after this siege is over. It's going to take another 3 months. Uh-oh. The curse of death has fallen upon my court. A case of smallpox has been discovered. The unfortunate victim is my sister, Judith. The taint possessing her flesh is a danger to us all. While she remains afflicted, no life at court is safe. Isolate her and pray for redemption. Can't do anything. We're going to remove her guardian right now, just to make sure that it doesn't spread. I don't think that that actually is a thing, but I'm just being careful. Paying for war. Wars are expensive, and with my treasury rapidly emptying, I need to think about how I will pay to keep my soldiers on the field of battle. Raise additional taxes from the peasants. You can say things will work out in the end, they always do. We would lose stress, or we can say cut non-essential military expenditures. So we could either gain undersupplied armies or efficiently supplied armies. There's a 50-50 chance. I'm just going to say things will work out in the end. They always do. The new king is going to roll the hard 6. Sacred looting. My knight Kinnaid approaches me, giving a gleeful report from his retinue. My lord, after your sound decision to leave war financing up to our discretion, we have conducted the most fruitful pillaging Scotland has ever seen. We've rustled dozens of sheep, pilfered hundreds of trinkets, and even burned down a church with 1,000 people alive. Why are you happy about this? I won't be seen as a butcher. We will spend this on reparations. So every held county would gain a popular opinion bonus for this, but we would have war guilt for 5 years, which is increased stress gain and army gold maintenance plus 10%. So we definitely will spend some piety here, which would not be good because we don't have a lot to begin with. Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, I won't be seen as a butcher. We'll spend this on reparations. Wow, dude. Peasant rabble has started targeting me. Judith has died from smallpox. That's not good. Siege has been won. The outbreak of smallpox, which has ravaged my court, is finally over. Its victims have all either recovered or departed from this world. My courtier Varshazb ensures me that all bodies have been properly disposed of and that the threat is completely gone. Yet the road to recovery is long. We have lost my sister Judith and many others. Life goes on, but the scars remain. Finally, we can rest and mourn. Okay, so I'm going to march on the Irish capital straight away. Since I don't have 2 armies to do this with, I think it makes more sense to just try and take it straight up so we can end this quickly. We do have a character we can ransom. I'll hold off on that. I can appoint you as a successor there. Apparently not all of my armies have been raised, probably just troops that have died from attrition so far can be replaced with like a couple more. So if I were to hit the raise all armies button again, I could raise a few more troops, but not in a way that would be helpful. Okay, so let's see. Thankfully, the capital's already been sieged. Oh, Nice has been taken prisoner. Where? Oh, in the fighting that's happening here. So this is actually not going to take that long, since it's already been sieged. A gift fit for. The hustle and bustle is palpable among the traveling merchant stalls. The temporary shacks are stacked to the rafters and contain all manner of knickknacks. These pieces are positively radiant. It would make a lovely gift. As Queen Hodier and I walk by one of the merchants peddling jewelry, she hesitates slightly as she leans in for a closer look. Perhaps one of these would brighten the day for my esteemed queen. So we could say a medallion. She would gain Bejeweled for 10 years, which would improve fertility, reduce her stress gain, increase life expectancy, and increase her attraction opinion. You could say the gift of my company is bright enough. Man, listen, that's a lot of gold for the queen. But this is the beginning of his reign, and like, this could ensure that he has a lot of kids. All right, fine, let's do it. That's a lot of money. What's this? Oh, nice. And just at that exact moment, a random friend gives me 150 gold. Okay, cool, thanks. A ruler. My dearest Zachariah, it's so good to see you. I watch you as you dutifully rule the realm, and would like to assist in any way that I can. She looks over my shoulder. I may have... Well, let's not dwell on what I did in the matter, but what I will say is that a mutual acquaintance owes me a favor. A silent breeze moves through her hair, and I can't help but gaze at her magnificent features, attempting to etch them into my mind. She tilts her head and looks at me expectantly. I'm more interested in you, my sweetheart. Or how did you... Never mind, please enlighten me. So, let's go ahead and lean towards Queen Hodier becoming your lover. My lover. Our lover. Whichever you want to use. Got it. Okay, so Edric, is he wounded? No, he's not hurt. Thank God. His opinion of me is not even that tarnished, which is good. We are going to go ahead and enforce demands. So be it. Fan-frickin-tastic. So now we are going to vote for him. I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to vote for Antoninus. You know? He's my son. He's going to be the king when I die. That's the way it is. So we can ransom a few characters, or at least one character here. Let's go ahead and do that just for the gold. And we can absolutely disband that in order to get a little bit of monthly income again. So we are right at the 35-minute mark for this episode. I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here. In the next one, check that out, by the way. We're back. Easy as that. We can't declare war while in debt, but hang on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold that thought. There. Not in debt anymore. Let's see what kind of claims we have. Duchy of Gwynedd. Ooh, that's a couple of counties it look like. It is. That's 4 separate counties that I could gain right there by pressing that claim. 2 more that I... Ooh, we've got some good claims. We do indeed. What about you? Earldom of Cambridgeshire. Alright, that's 1 county. So that's the next claim I'm going to press. Absolutely. The Earldom of Wiltshire, Gloucestershire, and Surrey. There are some duplicate claims as well. Unfortunately, though, we're going to have to get some alliances before we declare that war, because Wessex is not an insignificant kingdom. Like, they're actually pretty strong. So we're going to have to be very, very cautious with that. We can transfer a vassal here. Let's go ahead and do that, just for the necessary opinion bonuses. Powerful vassals expect council positions. Is that so? Is that so? What exactly do you want? Duke Leofhelm wants a council position? Yeah, right. Yeah, that's not going to happen, ever. Also, I'm probably going to murder you, not going to lie. Matter of fact, what would it take? You killed my dad. You know what? We're going to start setting that up right now. He's not going to get away with that. We're going to take the Spy Master. And we're going to start looking for secrets in his court. It might be useful. We can gain hooks on characters we can then sort of blackmail into being part of the scheme. I don't know whether I'll go that route because, you know, at the end of the day, Zachariah would, you know, be held accountable for that. And he's a young king, and we want him to be a good, just king with a long rule. And we want him to be a little bit more popular than Ecthegrin was. Hopefully he won't be randomly excommunicated by the insane... Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, thank God. Literally, thank God the insane pope is gone. Okay, he's 18. Gregorius V. We have an 18-year-old in the Vatican, but he's a bold lackey. He's generous. He's arrogant. He's gregarious, insightful thinker and traveler. Much, much better pope on the throne. By the way, look at what's happening on the map right now. First of all, France is going... Well, Francia is going full Napoleon at the moment, but Burgundy exists at the moment, and they're kind of taking a chunk of territory out of Francia. Iberia's a mess. The Byzantine Empire is pushing a little bit. So I don't know how long they're going to be able to keep this up, but their military strength is not nothing. And they have some allies here. Yeah, they're not much weaker than the Abbasids are, which is crazy when you look at how much the Abbasids currently control. So it's interesting to see the Byzantine Empire kind of holding its own under computer control. Sweden has formed up here. It's massive, and it, you know, contains all of Norway. Okay. They have a lot of troops. So maybe we need to make friends with him. Listen, we don't want to fight. We don't want trouble. Like, just all we want is this little empire here, and just to mind our own business, and you can stay over there. Is that okay? Cool. Great. Good talk. All right. Lots to cover in the coming episodes. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For channel emotes and member badges, look for the join button to learn more. New episodes drop every day but Tuesday at 11 a.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.